Post-production is where complex ideas of a film come into existence. Ideas that are so exciting that we haven't let go for years, like time travel. Whenever we talk about movies that visualize the concept of time travel, Interstellar is undoubtedly one of the best ones. Although the film is not directly about time travel and includes concepts about future, space, and love,
Love isn't something we invented. It's observable, powerful.
it has a clear vision of how time might work. And all the notions about time in this movie are gathered in a climactic sequence that I like to call the Maze of Time. This sequence consists of 205 shots that are beautifully edited and put together to deliver the most valuable message of the movie. So let's see how editors made this complex sequence understandable yet masterfully done. But before we jump in, I should warn you that this video contains major spoilers. So if you haven't seen Interstellar yet, subscribe to our channel to have it on your YouTube list, then go watch the film and come back to watch the rest of the video before you give it a thumbs up. Now, onto the sequence. The sequence starts with Cooper falling deep inside a giant black hole called Gargantua, which is also not far from the first photo of a real black hole 5 years later. Then there is this thing that seems to be a planet at a glimpse, but in a closer shot reveals to be a tesseract of time. Cooper tries to understand where he is, and then here we see a nice cut. The first time shift that brings us way back to a moment that we haven't seen at the beginning of the film, easily linked by an object.
Dad, can you fix this?
What the heck did you do to my
It
lander?
wasn't me.
Let me guess. It was your ghost?
It knocked it off my shelf. Keeps on knocking books off.
Then another cut that gets us to the grown-up Murph as she recalls the moment. So here we have 3 points in time. First, the past where Murph is young. Second, the present where Murph is a grown-up. And third, the tesseract that Cooper is in, which is literally between time and space. Although the real action is happening between tesseract and the past, editors bring the present Murph to show us how what happened in past is going to change the present and the future. So as we go further in the sequence, we see some kind of a domino running between these points of time, charged by the perfect cuts and combinations. The grown-up Murph is trying to solve the puzzle by recalling the past and anything that happened at the time. So they use objects as links between shots from different times and reminders that help the grown-up Murph to remember the past and find out about the future. Again, we see a moment that we've just heard before.
Murph.
Go. If you're leaving, just go. If you're leaving, just go.
And then Cooper's first vivid message to his daughter through time.
You were my ghost.
Next, we have a bit of drama. And now that they both know they can communicate, they are looking for the next important message. Here's a bit of a stress cut. A flashback cut to help us remember the exact moment. And repeating a line that is opening the past for Murph.
It's not a ghost. It's gravity.
She's trying to understand the message, but let's say she's not there yet. Cooper understands that there should be a specific time that connects all those moments. And the final object that is the link between 3 times, a watch that carries love and memory for both of them that can also carry the quantum data. The message travels across time on the watch by the power of love, and this, I think, is the message of the film, that magic is not in space or time, but instead in love. So the editors helped us to understand the delivery of the message through time by switching between the shots in critical moments. Another very vivid visual factor that tells us it was successful is this tilt shot at the beginning of the sequence that becomes even in the end to show us that everything's got fixed. And all together, we can say that it's the beauty of professional editing. Now that we know how professional post-production can help a movie visualize what can happen beyond time and space, let me tell you there is something that helps the post-production to run beyond time and space. If you want to know what has the power to do this, check out the other video that tells you the story of a change based on a perfect online post-production platform for collaboration. Good luck.